Let's bring out the starters for your New Orleans Pelicans. At shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 24, Britt.
Well, looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. They've got Dunn. He out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Malone. And it's Allen in at the three, the small forward. And for New Orleans, we've got Anunoby. Derek Lively is out there with Williamson. Then it's Fierce. And it's Babcock in at the shooting guard position. Tonight, in a word, is huge.
Well, as you mentioned, Kevin, there are just 4 group games. So after tonight's game, both teams will have a much better idea of where they stand and what chances they have to advance.
Malone takes it off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Fierce's shot is off. Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one. Pass to Fierce.
Out of the game.
Here's P. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Richard is a Phoenix native. Who would you say is the greatest player in Suns history?
There's a round mound that comes to my mind, but I have to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
New Orleans gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. He had a nice open look right there.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's P. 8 points for him. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Here's Fierce. Guarded by P. Pass to Fierce. Here's the 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Dunn passes to P. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Fierce's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's P. He's got 13. That one goes in.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Fierce with it. He's covered by P. Lets the 3 fly. That shot missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
And the more you see each other, the more contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
Phoenix making some changes. Iguodala's checked in. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Grayson Allen. The shot by Isley, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's P. And that one goes long. Pelicans trail by 9. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility over there.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
For 3, Murray. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Murray works extremely hard on his game and has put in a lot of time trying to become one of the more consistent players from long range.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter. And another 3 for New Orleans.
The release is getting so much quicker. Murray showcasing it there.
Here's P. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. P's got 22 points.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Here's Murray. It's tipped. And Phoenix pushing it up now.
Down in a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. P with the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Murray kicks to Anunoby. A three-pointer, no good. Pass to P. It'll count. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
And Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. George out there with P. Then it's Koulibaly. Then there's Dunn. And it's Iguodala in at the center position. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, P in their last time out against the Nuggets was lights out. He ended up with 70 points and was such a menace on the defensive end. Steals galore. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
New Orleans making a switch here. Lively's checked in. Done against Williamson. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
A wide open look here for Fears. Can't hit from the elbow. Suns leading by 16. Here's Iguodala. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think most.
So it's the Phoenix Suns ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Your Pelicans, 45. Phoenix, 54.